my washing of the car didn't really work out. It still looks like shit. So I need to go to the car wash. I've had a beer though, because we just had lunch. But I hope it's gonna be fine. It's not allowed to drink and drive in Russia. Zero tolerance. Hey, so Nastya's mom is flying back tonight from her work. She works in another city, and we're leaving Krasnodar tomorrow morning. So it'll be like the last night to see my wife's mom for like another year or something. So we want to have a little party at home. We're just going to Obi to buy some. Russia is that in the stores they're really nice to you. They're always nice. It doesn't happen like that always in Czech Republic. Usually it doesn't happen. So let me tell you something about driving a car in Russia. I've had a car here for like a week now, and I've driven about 1,000 kilometers, which means like 30 hours of driving. So first of all, the traffic is really slow. You always get to traffic jams in cities, always, everywhere. Second, everything is really far. I mean, I turn on the GPS and it says inside the city, and it says in 10 kilometers turn right. You turn right, and then you turn right and it says in 10 kilometers turn left. I mean, everything is 10 kilometers around here. It's the city is Krasnodar. It's about 800 kilometers below Russia, below Moscow, I mean. Number 3, your driving license doesn't work here. Russians have a similar driving license like we do in Europe, but if you're a foreigner, you need to do this, have this booklet with you, which says everything in Russian, what you can and cannot drive. It's a bit pain in the ass to make it in, at least in the Czech Republic. It took me a few hours to wait in line in Prague to make this thing so that I can drive here. But it still doesn't mean that you can drive a car here. Because number 4, if you want to drive someone's car, your name has to be written in the pink slip. That means that if I, for example, want to drive my wife's mom's car, we had to go to some office, wait for half an hour, and then beg some person to write my name into the pink slip. There are only 4 slots here, not much. And it's the same for Russians. If Russians want to drive somebody else's car, like if I wanted to drive my wife's car here and my name wasn't in the pink slip, then that's it. I just can't. It's a pain. I don't know how they do it. For example, in Prague, when I go drinking, I go by car, then I call a taxi with 2 drivers, and then take my car back home. Not possible here. What else? Yeah, everything is so far. Yeah, one thing I really love about driving in Russia is that you can speed. You can speed a lot. if you're speeding for less than 20 kilometers an hour, so let's say in the cities you can go 50 kilometers an hour, and if you're speeding for less than 20, so if you're going 70, they cannot give you a ticket, because 20 kilometers an hour is like a limit where they cannot give you a ticket. So that's a good thing. You can actually drive pretty fast, and a lot of times it's even impossible to drive so fast here. Yesterday we were coming back from Sochi, it's where the Olympic Games were, and I have actually seen signs 15 kilometers an hour, because yeah, there were like curves, huge curves, and there you can drive 35, which was impossible, but still you can speed. I love that. You cannot go like really fast here. They don't have many highways, so usually the limit here is 90, so just drive 110 kilometers an hour. Okay, let's go home. We need to prepare for the barbecue we're planning. Actually, I was going towards the car, to the car wash, and I ended up buying some stuff for the grill. So let's find the car wash first. All right. Oh, one more thing. This is some document from the car. I don't really understand what it means. They just told me you have to have it with you. One more thing, the gas stations, they often don't let you take your gas until you pay, so you have to pay first, and then, only then, you can take the gas. Oh, and the traffic is just crazy here. I mean, the one who goes faster or has a bigger car has the way, so so I have a little small car, a very small car, and I'm a bit afraid to go fast here, so I'm always waiting. It's similar to Italy, I think. In Italy, in Italy, it's also crazy a bit. It's not as crazy as in Asian countries. There are no motorcycles here everywhere. Just sometimes you see a motorcycle. This is one of the gas stations where you cannot take the gas until you pay. Next good thing about driving in Russia, the gas is really cheap here. Like for full tank, I paid $20 or 20 euros, something like that. 1 liter is like it's like 40 rubles, which is like 50 cents or something. Yeah, it's much cheaper. It's twice cheaper than in Europe. And one more thing I need to show you: Russians often use these special car keys, and they can do a lot of things. For example, they can lock your car, and even though your cars are with you, your keys are with you, and your car is locked, you can start the engine. That's really good in winter, because you can just, when you're still sitting at home, you can press this button and it will heat your car up, and in the summer it'll hold your car up. Well, you get the point. Anyway, they need to have this because in the winter in Siberia, when it's minus 40 or 50 degrees Celsius, the engine would freeze up and you won't be able to start the car. So they need to have these special computers in their cars so that they can, and the cars automatically at night when the engine gets too cold, the car starts itself, heats up, and then turns off. And like when you're walking in the winter on the street in Siberia, you see started cars everywhere, but it's normal. It's fine, and you don't really walk there anyway. Actually, you just jump from the house to the taxi or to the car and back. Okay, I need to find this stupid car wash. I don't know where. Okay, mission complete. They have washed my car by hand. They have even dried it out by hand. And guess how much? Guess how much it was? It was for 3 or 3.5 euros, 200 rubles. I'm starting to love this country. See the bottle of wine? This is what we need tonight. Fucking damn it, this happens every time. Okay, so I've got everything we need. There will be a police checkpoint in a few kilometers. So let me show how it looks like. I hope they don't catch me this time. I have had some beer. This is it. Oh, they're not standing here right now. Probably went to lunch. They're there. Whoop. Fucking damn it, almost crashed. Okay, I should stop playing around with the camera in the car. Oh, look at the church. They have beautiful churches everywhere. I love it.